Hi, I'm Vasundhara, founder of Read to Lead. And Read to Lead is a forum where all the members come together once in a month, precisely on the first Sunday of every month. And we have a author coming in either or an industry expert coming in and talking on either their book or the book that touched their lives. And then we have kind of a question and answer session, and forum is basically formed for a sole purpose of learning. It's a completely non-commercial endeavor of ours. And in our May session, May 21 session, we had a fortune of having Santosh Joshi as a speaker. He has authored 3 books, and out of that, he chose to speak on a book that is Many Lives, One Soul. And the topic was very interesting. The entire audience was enthralled with this kind of, he's a great orator, the kind of knowledge that he has. And with his expertise, he kind of threw light on certain topics that really made us introspect. And for me personally, I got answers to 2 or 3 questions which were really haunting me for a very long time. So thank you so much, Santosh, for the session yesterday. It was an awesome session. So I understand that as an past regression therapist, you must have, got so many experiences yourself, and this topic must have been, and very close to your heart. But what was that compulsive thought that you thought, no, I have to write it down, and uh, this has to be penned down? What was that?
Thank you, Vasundhara. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this talk. And I was really happy that people are curious and interested to know this topic. The kind of questions which came to me were really the questions uh, which tell how people are curious to know about their own life, and also to know what where they are heading to in this lifetime. Same thing happened with me as well. More, of course, I was interested in knowing what happens after death, and that's why I left my corporate job after working for 17 years and came on this path. But also because I came to know my purpose of life during one such processes, and I came to know and understood why I was never interested, in the kind of work I was doing during my corporate job, because there was always something deeper which was going on inside me, and I really wanted that to come out, and that's the reason uh, I came on this journey, which has actually given me a lot of satisfaction and sense of fulfillment. My experiences and the experiences which people had, some very stark and some experiences which gave a lot of depth to their life as well as my life, uh, there were a lot of them. And I really wanted uh, to share these experiences with people, so that somewhere, we all have this curiosity to know who we are. Somewhere we all want to know where we are heading to. But because we are continuously stuck in this rut of life, the rat race of life, or the rut of life, whatever you call it, we are hardly able to give time to ourselves. And self introspection is something which is lost under this pile of to dos we have every day. So that was the sole intention, that whoever has this thought in mind to know who they are, or to know their purpose of life, or to know or curious about the whole process of this life and afterlife, let me give them a chance to understand this process of reincarnation and what karma means and stuff like that. Few people may not believe in it. That's fine, because even if you don't believe, the process still goes on. So that was the sole intention of me writing this book, and taking this message to people around who are really curious to know about this.
Okay. Did you have certain experiences like people reading after reading this book? Have they come back to you and told you their experiences, or could they connect with it, or just tell us some
Absolutely, many
things?
times, many times, people have come back. In fact, whoever has read this book, the next day that person calls me or sends me a mail. I have read this book, and I am going through exactly the same curiosity in my life, and now I want to, bring a change in my life somewhere, to turn towards self knowledge and self awareness. So many people call me after reading the book, and that really gives me a sense of kind of satisfaction that at least somewhere this book is creating an awareness. So it
Because
happens many times.
for me personally, from whatever you shared yesterday, those pearls of wisdom that you shared with us, I kind of got very peaceful in my mind, and certain things that generally create certain anxiety or fear, or you're unnecessarily bothered about certain things that may happen or may not happen in future. I kind of got peaceful about it. But my question to you is, do you think after you have more piece of information about your past life and what happened then can create confusion in this life?
See, as I said earlier, it is less to do with seeing your past life and more to do about knowing who you are and how your journey has been. So, a past life regression, the name scares people, and they feel that, oh, what's going to happen when I come to know what's in the past and stuff like that. But it's just, as a kind of a by the way, about your past, or you can see your past lives. The more important thing is you come to know why things have happened the way they did in this lifetime. Also, why certain people came in your life, or why certain person went away from your life, why certain challenges came in your life, or how there might be a repetitive pattern which is there in your life, and you can understand why this repetitive pattern has come in your life. So it helps you to understand your present life, situations, circumstances you have gone through, challenges you have gone through, and also helps you understand the purpose of your life. So once you know the purpose of our life, of course we all come to know or remember our purpose of life on our deathbed, but that's too late. So if you can know the purpose of life now, at least it gives you a chance to follow your purpose, and even knowing your purpose of life gives you tremendous peace inside you. And so we all have that intrinsic basic need to know who you are and to know your purpose of life. It's just that we are so busy in our day-to-day activities and day-to-day life, running after material things and running after things around, that we are not able to give enough attention, time, focus on this internal quest we all have. And that is, I think, a basic need for every individual. And I'm happy that this book, if it caters to that need, I'm really satisfied and
From
happy.
what I hear, I think it's a must read book, definitely. The last question, but not the least, how did you enjoy talking at our forum? Though we would have really loved having you in our physical session, because you kind of have that aura and that energy, which we all would have loved to, see the master in action. But virtually, also, it was very great experience to have you as a speaker. How did you enjoy our audience?
It was wonderful because, as I said, everybody is curious to know the answers of their deeper questions. What happens after death? What is the purpose of your life? Are we real, or we are just an imagination? So we all have these deeper questions. I call these questions as fundamental questions. And it was a wonderful session. There were, most of the people I saw were very receptive. Of course, the questions also were very good and deep questions. So I was happy that such questions, when they come, you're really happy to give more during the talk. Although we had a restricted time schedule, but still, whatever best we could do in that. But it was a great session and great audience, and uh, some very relevant questions coming through. So thanks for arranging such a talk.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know the question answer session was absolutely a treat yesterday. Thank you so much, Santoshji, for being there. And we would definitely want you to have again on our forum, maybe with the new book or maybe with some other book. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.